Hi, I'm Dan Downs with Digital Futures Education. Today we're going to go over the top AI tools that can help support you in every content area in your classroom. The future of education is here. AI is no longer just a buzzword. It's a powerful set of tools that teachers can use right now. This video will be your guide to the most effective and the most innovative AI tools for your classroom across all subject areas. Before you use AI tools, be sure to carefully evaluate them for your teaching goals, objectives with your students. Always prioritize accuracy, data privacy, and ethical considerations when incorporating AI into your classroom. Let's go into the top AI tools impacting the mathematics classroom. Let's make math fun, engaging, and accessible to all learners with the power of AI. We're going to explore 5 tools that can help you create customized practice for your students. The first area we're going to go into is lesson planning and content creation. EduAid offers a lesson seed, generates a lesson, which generates a lesson plan based on learning objectives, subject area, and grade level that you provide the tool. It can also create worksheets and classroom handouts, which include intentional mistakes that students need to find and discover as they work. The tool Magic School AI has a feature to help generate math problems based on a specific topic or standard area for a wide range of grade levels. The next area we're going to delve into is assessment and grading. The tool Conker AI can be used to help create math assessments. You can create quizzes and assessments based on math topics. Teachers can choose from a wide range of question types, including read and response, multiple choice, and drag and drop. The tool Quizzes integrates AI into helping you develop the best questions that you can develop aligned with your math standards. It also has an amazing data tracking tool, helps you support your students' growth, and the AI can tune in specifically to the types of questions you need to create. The next area we want to delve into, personalization and differentiation. The tool Brisk can be used to help adapt math text from articles or other resources to help make this adapted text much more readable for a wide range of learners. It's going to help support students at a wide range of proficiency levels and make complex subjects easier to understand. The tool ChatGPT, used by a teacher, can help support understanding how to explain a specific type of math concept to a student. You can utilize ChatGPT to help frame the way you explain a math problem, even to write out specific steps to make it more sequential and potentially easier to understand. The educator can use these steps to help facilitate more independent and personalized learning. The next area is content creation. The tool Slides to Go is an AI tool which can generate slides, PowerPoints around a wide range of topics utilizing AI into amazing templates. These can be used to create much more visually engaging math presentations. You can also utilize it to help generate visual representations of more complex math concepts. Let's now take a look at a short tutorial with the tool Photomath and the tool Conker AI. Photomath is an amazing application which supports the use of photographing a math problem so that you can see the solution, and Conker can be used to help adapt text. Okay, here's the application Photomath. This is the Photomath website, and as you can see, they want you to download the application that's here. This is the main website, so I'm going to go ahead and do that to my phone. So if you do a search for Photomath, you will find the application through a web search, but it's also available in the application stores for both iOS and for Android. So once the application loads up, you're able to install it.
And once inside the application, they do a great job of just giving you a mini demo of how it works and what's available within inside the application. They have like a scrolling kind of navigation through the directions of how to take photos and use the photos to be able to analyze equations and other type of math problems. It does need to have access to your camera, so I made some simple math problems that I took photos of. It scanned them, and then it answered them, and then gave me the rationale for the answer. So I added different types of questions, and it was great that it was able to kind of navigate the different types of questions and analyze the writing and be able to understand what types of equations I was writing and how it could help me solve them. So that's a little demonstration of Photomath, which is a downloadable app that allows you to kind of look at the solution. So definitely worth checking out and seeing if it can help you solve solutions that you've written out. Another tool here is Conker, Elevate Learning with e-powered assessments with Conker. So looks like they have an opportunity to start for free with 5 quizzes, 50 responses, all question types, a 10-minute limit. Go ahead and get started. And I'll say I'm an educator here. I'll say high school teacher. And it allows you to start a quiz. So we'll do quadratic equations, and there's an available quiz. So we'll keep it going. We'll say multiple choice, mixed, 7th grade. We'll say high school. We'll say 10 questions in language, English. And that's the customization. Now it wants us to generate. So it's using some AI here to help generate the quiz automatically. One question at a time. So here you could review the questions and also validate the answer with Google search. Multiple choice, and if it's not quite what you're looking for, you could explore it. You could do factoring it with quadratics, real-world applications of quadratic expressions using technology to solve quadratics, visualizing quadratics with graphs. So that's just a brief little demonstration. If I click on the validate the search, it will then put it into a Google search, which is kind of handy if you just want to be able to get some additional information. So that is Conker, a very brief little demo. They also have Create, Explore, and you could search a database of standards-based assignments and assessments, and it also tracks your activity while you're in the app.
Now let's talk about the exciting topic of using AI tools within the content area of science. How can we use AI to help enhance our science lessons? How can we help engage students on a deeper level? AI can bring a lot of exciting new possibilities to your science classroom, including virtual labs, the ability to generate assessments which target specific knowledge areas, specifically from science videos, which go deep into complex topics, but can be used to help generate questions with AI tools, and the ability to adapt complex science texts to much more easy and more readable text for students. First area we're going to go into is lesson planning and content creation. The tool Magic School AI has a tool which takes YouTube videos and allows you to generate questions from those videos. It can also help create lessons, assessments, and support the writing of an IEP. The tool EduAid can be used to help uncover math and science resources for primary and secondary students. The Lesson Seed feature offers very good ideas based on a lesson's objectives. The tool Curipod can help create interactive assessments. This can include presentations, word clouds, and open-ended questions, along with a drawing tool. Now let's talk about assessment and grading tools for the science classroom. Conker AI can create assessments for the science classroom based on science topics and standards. Teachers also have the ability to choose what type of assessments they want to use, whether it's open response, multiple choice, and a wide range of other options. Quizzes can create high-paced, fast quizzes. Utilizes AI to help create self-paced, interactive, and targeted AI-generated quizzes. Students can track their progress and their growth as they complete assessments. And you can as well. Yippity can transform any science text or web page into a quiz. And the quiz can have open-ended or editable responses. Now let's talk about personalization and differentiation in the science classroom with AI. Brisk can be used to help adjust the reading level of science texts and make them more readable for a wide range of learners. Teachers can specify a specific grade level and target their lesson plan development and reading materials for that grade level. ChatGPT can be used to help create examples and different ways of scaffolding classroom material for understanding, providing different ways to potentially introduce topics for students at a wide range of levels. Now let's talk about content creation. Slides to Go has a built-in area of templates utilizing AI specifically for science topics, helping your students visualize presentations and concepts much easier. The tool Lumen5 AI helps create videos and talking head style videos around content. It can actually take science text and convert it into a video form. Now let's take a look at Magic School AI and Curipod and see how it can be integrated into the science classroom.
So as you can see in Magic School AI, there's a lot of different tools. There's a professional email responder, email family tool, report card comments, multiple choice assessment generator, text translator, IEP generator, a lot of different options in here. So definitely when you get a chance, be able to explore this tool. It's very powerful. It also has a side of it that is for students, has some training within it. It has a chatbot, an output history, but this is the key interface with the tools. And if you search YouTube here, it has a YouTube questions generator. I'm going to go to video questions. Now, what they want you to do here is with YouTube video questions, generate guiding questions aligned to a YouTube video. So there's the grade level, number of questions, YouTube transcript. So what they want is the YouTube transcript. So I'm going to go here to photosynthesis process, and I'm going to click on this one right here. Pause it. And with most YouTube videos, you'll scroll down. You go to the video, then you go down to the description, and there's an option for a transcript here. And that shows up over here on the side. And you can take it, and what you want to do is you want to copy that entire transcript. And then we're going to go back into Magic School AI and paste that in. Now I have the YouTube transcript inside here. We'll click generate. It's going to take that transcript and it's going to generate questions. So from that YouTube video on photosynthesis, I've been able to generate questions that it found within the video, and it also gave me an answer key. It also gave these other prompts here. Can you explain the importance of chlorophyll in photosynthesis? What are some factors that affect the rate? And there's also some additional actions here, like translate, questions, link, summarize, custom. So those are some really great little extra benefits, but it's a simple way to generate questions based off a YouTube video transcript. And also great to have the answer key. These are all things that, if you just use if you were to just use ChatGPT, it might not generate for you all these moving parts. So, just by grabbing this transcript, which is always in the description, down at the bottom, you'll see transcript on YouTube. You have some tools of using transcripts from YouTube and Magic School AI to be able to use the YouTube video questions generator. So that's one of the amazing tools here in Magic School AI that you want to check out. And that's a great example of how to use it for science. Another tool you could consider using here for science particularly is Curipod, Curipod. And I'm going to go ahead and hit sign up for free. And it asks you what your role is. I will say teacher. I'll say I'm in the United States. Hit next. And it does ask you for your school. I can't find my school. And I'll just say popular. Okay. And I will say science. And I'll say fifth. And I'm going to use it to create excitement for reading and writing. And I'll say I got it from a professional development session. Maybe it heard me, it was slow. I'm going to go ahead and use my Google. And how will I spark curiosity today? And let's do generate a lesson. And we'll say science. And we'll say chemistry. And I want to teach, I have 6th grade here in English. Let's say 9th grade English. And with science, physical science, motion. And it lets me actually pick some standards here, which are great. With multiple states. Let's say Massachusetts. It is taking a moment. I'll choose the standard about. Include cellular respiration. These are some example prompts. I'll say get lesson. It's now detecting the pedagogy that I want to use. It's adding some interactive activities. It's creating a pin for my student to join. Here we go. So it's provided a presentation with this opening slide, open questions. It has the standard, the analyzing data with Newton's law, the feedback, draw a diagram showing how changes in force and mass affect an object's acceleration. So, and then it has this feedback page. So it has a poll, a whiteboard, a feedback, slides, open question, and slide. Now, you also can have the students can join at this Curie.live with the pin 853903. So you would just give students that pin so they could join in your class. Here you can also edit the text, which is kind of cool, and put in your own if you want to. It does look like it gives you a lot of features, so it's editing the actual presentation or the header text itself or the subheader. The media, if you want to add pictures or GIFs or other icons, elements, background. You can also have it translated, which is very handy. And you can also do some quick add new poll questions, open-ended questions, drawings, word clouds, AI whiteboard, content slides. So that's pretty cool. You can get a lesson generated that you can then edit and manipulate to be able to update for your specific lesson. and that is Curipod. And Curipod also stores my lessons, my reports, collections, inspiration, which is kind of cool in case you need an idea. And if your specific school uses it, and let's look at the pricing. So for Curipod, the free plan, unlimited lessons, unlimited lesson translations, download lessons as PDF, basic customer support, premium content not included, and no student insights. So that's pretty great for a free plan. For the paid plan, you get everything on the free plan, of course. You get the student insights, priority support, customized rubrics for AI feedback, SSO, so syncing up student data with their accounts, shared lesson planning spaces so you can cross-collaborate. And they have some additional resources here up in their top menu, their pricing, their solutions, test prep, reading and writing practices is built in here. So lots of cool kind of extras here with Curipod. Definitely worth checking out if you're looking to make a presentation on very specific lesson with standards aligned content.
Now let's talk about the best language arts AI tools for the classroom. These are AI-powered resources and tools for the English language teacher. Supercharge your ELA instruction with the best and most innovative AI-powered tools. From generating creative writing prompts and grammar exercises to the simplification and modification of text to have wider range of understanding, be incredibly powerful while helping you work with English language instruction. Now let's talk about lesson planning and content creation for the English language classroom. The tool Twee is specifically designed for English teachers. The tool can generate questions, summaries, and activities from YouTube videos. It can help with reading comprehension. Writing prompts, and vocabulary. It also provides grammar explanations and supports. The tool Magic School AI can be used to help generate writing prompts for students, debate topics, translations, and classroom teaching ideas. It also has a powerful YouTube question generator. So any video related to English language arts can be used to create an assessment. You can input grade level, question type, number of questions, and get a quality assessment for your students based on the video content. The tool Curipod can be used for creating interactive English language presentations. They can include comprehension checks, word clouds, open-ended questions, and drawing tools. Now let's talk about AI tools which help address assessment and grading in the English language arts classroom. Quizzes is an assessment generator as well as an extension that can turn any web page into a quiz. It allows for a wide variety of question types, including multiple choice, true, false, open response. The tool QuestionWell can help generate essential questions around a lesson, learning objectives, and aligned multiple choice questions to the standards you're trying to teach to. All pulled and curated from a reading passage. A teacher can add a topic and any learning objectives and standards to help refine the output. Yippity can be used to help generate quizzes as well, and flashcards from text. This could be used for creative vocabulary quizzes or comprehension checks of student understanding of a written piece of text or a piece of online text. Now let's talk about tools which support personalization and differentiation in the English language classroom. The tool Brisk can help support a wide range of readers in different proficiency levels by modifying text levels. It also has multiple language support. Brisk will read a piece of text, and a teacher can support the content with specifying an age level or a language. Diffit is also a powerful tool for adapting content. It can help create leveled resources for any topic. It also has a growing library of templates for teachers to use and a wide range of sharing options for the content once it's generated. It will also translate any of the content to other languages. And ChatGPT can be used for translations, simplifying or leveling up a piece of written text or directions, and can suggest different wording and synonyms. Now let's talk about content creation for the English language classroom with AI. And the first tool is Canva. It can be used to help create visual aids and presentations for a wide range of types of lessons, It includes an amazing number of templates, graphics, slideshow options for video, and it also has a text to image feature to help support visualizing written concepts. The tool Lumen5 converts text to video and can help customize your visuals, music, and text overlays. It's useful for making English language arts much more visually stimulating, with the ability to create presentations from text to video. And Slides to Go can be used as well within the English language arts classroom. They have a wide range of templates that can be brought into the English language arts classroom around a wide range of ELA topics, a lot of different tones and styles that can be integrated with different types of lesson ideas. Now let's take a look at a tutorial utilizing Canva for the ELA classroom, as well as Diffit.
So the next tool we're in here is, of course, Canva. Canva is always a great tool to use. I'm always using Canva, really powerful, amazing tool. So what I'd like to do here is actually go to presentation, and let's look at storyboard presentations, and let's do for ELA a Great Gatsby style. Let's see if I put it in the search. So under storyboard presentation Great Gatsby, I actually have a template here, apply all 14 pages. So this is in the Art Deco style, and it's from this Teaching with Grace person who submitted it. And this is just an easy way to actually bring and find resources that are specific to maybe a piece of reading or another piece of content that is part of your class. And the cool thing about this template here, as we've kind of flipped through it, is that it has the elements of the story and some questions around the main themes in the story that could be edited or updated. And it talks about, some of the major themes, content. So just a very cool kind of feature that when you go into design and you look under templates, I put Great Gatsby, but there is a lot of different options in here. And so you could also look under layouts and change styles, different title pages, and different other available styles that are aligned in terms of the font. So, but, here's one. It actually used the AI to create a template for me. So here we go. We have the Understanding the Catcher in the Rye, a deep dive into Holden Caulfield, who's the main character. Has some cool slides to help start the concepts, which could be really helpful to some students just to have an option around understanding the main concept and then adding their own experience from reading the book. So that's pretty cool. As soon as I had done that search, it actually created a template for me and actually made multiple. Here's the other one. So that's very handy. Very cool, with quotes. So that's a really cool feature of Canva. And also to remember that editing in Canva can be really cool. You can do things like remove the background. It has some really cool magic eraser tools. It also has some really good, magic edits tools. It also has lots of great photo tools to help edit things if you want to use your own photos and edit them. So, very cool. Now, another cool tool, AI tool that's been out kind of since AI tools have kind of been getting into classrooms is Diffit. It's been popular for a while. It's a, really like a tool that allows you to find lesson resources and help you develop a lesson very simply, very easy. So for this one, we're going to use an ELA example. I'm going to put in the topic of persuasive essay. So here it generated, this is preview mode. I have not signed in, but what it's given me, even without having signed in, is a persuasive essay description, a summary of what a persuasive essay is, some key vocabulary, multiple choice questions, short answer questions, and let's see, once I sign in, what I can access. Okay, so here's my persuasive essay, 5th grade. I can translate it. I can print or save the PDF of all the features if I wanted to. But let's just take a quick look. So here is the full description of the adapted reading passage of the lesson around writing a persuasive essay, a summary of what writing a persuasive essay is, some of the content, multiple choice, short answers. And over here, it has this feature. Over here, it has this feature for, you can turn it into a flowchart activity. You can turn the lesson into a 6-step flowchart workbook, which is very cool, and then export the activity. So for example, it goes from, where you start the lesson, what do you notice, an image analysis, the concept, what do you wonder, and then some of the key vocabulary, how to use it in a sentence, an image to represent it, reading and taking notes, the flow chart, some answer and explain questions, short answer questions, reflect and discuss. So you can export that activity. That's the one you maybe want to use, and you have it. So pretty cool. So you could export, and you can also customize it. So I'm just giving it full connection to my Google account so that it can actually generate the activity. And I'll do a download PDF so we can see it. Okay, here we go. And it downloaded. Here's the 6-step flowchart workbook, which is great. The image analysis, the key vocabulary, read and take notes, flowchart map, answer and explain, short answer questions. There we go. As a downloadable PDF. And you could use another tool like Kami to have students edit this digitally if you wanted to, or just print it out and let them, do it the old-fashioned way. But pretty cool example of Diffit. It saves you resources that you've created or activities. It is a great tool for creating very specific activities based off content that you're adding, like an article or YouTube link, text or PDF, or a vocabulary list. So very powerful, cool tool. Definitely one worth checking out.
Let's talk about the best AI tools for the social studies classroom. Making history interactive. Let's make social studies more engaging and more interactive with amazing AI tools which can help bring history to life. Let's talk about tools that can create interactive timelines, generate discussion questions, and create more personalized learning experiences with AI. The first area we're going to talk about is lesson planning and content creation. The first tool is Twee. Twee can be used to help generate stories, dialogues, and discussion questions related to historical figures or events. The tool Magic School AI allows users to interact with a chatbot called Sorcerer. Sorcerer discusses topics with students and helps measure their mastery of a topic through a dialogue with students. Let's talk about social studies tools for assessment and grading. Quizzes can be used to help create generated AI assessments focused on specific events in history or timelines or other historical text. You can also utilize the Chrome extension to turn any web page into a quiz. The tool Conker AI can be used to help generate any type of assessment from text. This can come from historical readings or other social studies topics. Now let's talk about personalization and differentiation in the social studies classroom with AI. Brisk can be used to help modify the complexity and language of the social studies classroom, text or reading materials, and adapt the text for a wider range of learners. Diffit is another tool which will modify an entire lesson and create leveled resources for a wider range of students. The final topic is content creation. So Slides to Go has amazing AI-generated slides templates on a wide range of historical and social studies topics that can be drawn from that can all be integrated with Google Slides or PowerPoint. Additionally, Canva has an amazing array of templates related to social studies and other social studies topics, historical events, and also AI can help generate templates to support a specific topic. Now let's take a look at the tool Twee and see how the tool can be used in the social studies classroom.
So here is Twee.com. It's an AI-powered learning experience platform for language teachers and students. It has create CEFR aligned content for your language lessons. We have 10 languages. We'll go ahead and hit. So let's get started. It tells us here, create a text on any topic with vocabulary, create ABCD questions for text, create open-ended questions. So specifically for social studies or other for other English courses or other courses that you need to create new types of content for. This is a great little tool to appear because there's a lot of different tools in here that can help you based on having pre-existing content. Audio and video to text, warm-up discussion questions before listening. So create communicative situations with your vocabulary. Find discussion questions. Let's do this. Let's find discussion questions. So let's imagine we're using this for a social studies class and we want to go ahead and create some discussion questions. So I'm going to find a topic. So I am going to use the Wikipedia page for American history just as a sample of the text from Wikipedia of history of the United States. All right. And now I'm going to go back into Twee, paste it. Now let's imagine that was our reading or writing. Let's get some discussion questions. Level B1, target vocabulary. Let's just see what happens with doing the magic. So here it did create using the text, simplify, upgrade, fill in the gap, ABCD questions, true, false statements. Let's do true, false statements. And let's say, okay. So they do ask us also what the result is. Let's discuss these interesting questions. They provide some questions related to the content here. And they ask us to say, how were they? We'll say they're okay. I'm going to go down to the bottom here. And they have our create true, false statements. Let's see what we got. So they don't create them until you ask for it to do the magic, which is kind of good, you know. Okay. And then on the right side, they give us the statements, which statements are true and which are false, and the correct answers. And then you can kind of continue to develop.
Now let's talk about AI in the fine arts and supporting creativity in the classroom. Unleash the creative power of your students with AI. Discover tools for creating unique visual art, composing original music, and getting personalized feedback on artistic creations. Let's first talk about lesson planning and content creation with AI in the fine arts classroom. Curipod can be used to help create interactive lessons, assessments, and slide decks to help introduce art concepts or to help guide a creative activity. Magic School AI has the amazing ability to develop lesson plans and lesson materials to help support specific art techniques, styles, and movements. Now let's talk about assessment and grading with AI in the fine arts classroom. The tool Gradescope can help students assess each other's artwork while at the same time providing valuable feedback. This promotes peer learning and also helps offer diverse perspectives on creative work. And the tool quizzes can be used to help develop art history quizzes based on complex art text or art history text that can be differentiated for a wide range of learners. For personalization and differentiation in the fine arts classroom, ChatGPT can be used. An educator can develop a list of frequently asked questions that students have during a lesson and help tier the educator's response to these questions to help scaffold learning. In terms of content creation, once again, Slides to Go has a wide range of resources related to the arts and arts concepts that can be explored. And of course, the content tool Canva allows students to be creative with presentations, videos, audio, images, AI-generated images, text-to-image, and create a wide range of types of presentations, either with a template or without a template. The possibilities are endless with Canva. Let's take a look at the tool Magic Art Studio, which creates AI-developed images, and see what we learn.
So for fine arts, we have magicstudio.com, AI art generator. Type your description, watch AI create your imagination lightning fast, no login needed. So school with green roof. Interesting. Then you can download if you want. I guess I have that. Let's try teddy bear. Let's try digital futures bear. Interesting. Put the word education. Oh, he's learning on a laptop. He's like crushed. Bird with pig ears. There we go. That's the type of action that I want to see from a good AI image maker. All right, you passed. All right. Fantastic. That is the Magic Studio AI art generator. And then kittens marching. In the Marines. And that's what I need every day. There we go.
Now let's talk about AI in the world language classroom. Tools for engaging and effective instruction of world language. Break down barriers and empower your students with the power of AI and world language. Empower your students to communicate confidently with these AI tools. We're going to see resources for creating personalized language learning exercises, translating text on the fly, and practicing conversations with AI chatbots. Let's talk about the area of lesson planning and content creation in world language. The tool Twee can create dialogues, stories, articles, and various exercises in various languages. It can also simplify or upgrade the text to different reading levels. Magic School AI has the chatbot Sorcerer, which can discuss with students different topics in world language and speak in different languages. This helps promote speaking and listening skills. Now let's talk about assessment and grading in the AI classroom for world language. Quizzes can be used to create assessments in a wide range of languages. It can help educators support their understanding of the students' vocabulary, comprehension, and understanding of language concepts. Yippity can be used to generate flashcards and quizzes in another language. It's extremely helpful for comprehension and vocabulary development. Now let's talk about personalization and differentiation in the world language classroom with AI tools. The tool Brisk can be used to help translate text into different languages and adjust the complexity of the language for different proficiency levels. ChatGPT can be used to help translate text, explain language concepts, and offer vocabulary suggestions. And with the tool Lumen5, you can create video from text and video in different languages from text in a specific language input into the Lumen5 tool. Remember that responsible and ethical use of AI is essential. It is important to evaluate the information AI provides to you and check it for accuracy and potential bias. Now let's take a look at the tool Quizzes. Create a quiz in the Spanish language and also see how ChatGPT can help support language instruction.
Hey, welcome back. And what I'm going to do now is we're going to get into world language applications. So the first application that I want to show you that can be very helpful for world language or even any other subject area is Quizzes. Quizzes is a application which a lot of schools and teachers love to use. I'm going to log in, and it really utilizes a lot of power of AI in terms of creating assessments. And I'm going to go ahead and hit create. And they give you options when creating to create an assessment, interactive video, flashcards, lesson, or passage. I'm just going to go to assessment. And what they do is they have a cool feature here with generate with AI. And what they allow you to do is basically generate questions from study materials, presentations, or any types of documents. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to do not a document, but a text prompt. And let's say, please create a beginner assessment for basic Spanish verbs. And I'm going to select 10 questions. I'm going to say world languages. Level 1 as a depth of knowledge. Actually, let's do level 2, 1 and 2, just to kind of get it to be deeper. Now, before I hit continue, I just want you to notice you can also do a website. You can also choose YouTube to kind of generate. So let's hit continue. To 10 subtopics, common regular verbs. We won't do irregular. Basic verb definitions, common verb phrases, and verb usage in sentence. Let's do that. And here it gives you the quiz, and you can pause the generation if you feel like something's going wrong at any time, but it's prompting off what I gave it. So there's which of the following is the correct Spanish verb for to eat? So you have comer, depth of knowledge 1, and all of these resources can be generated here. And then once you're done, and let's say you can continue to the editor, you could also regenerate it if you think you need to, is you can then search questions from the quizzes library. If you feel like you need additional questions, you can add questions. And as you review the questions, you can see that there is an amount of time, a value. You can edit, delete. You can see the answer key. And as you can go through and also see, here's the verbs that were added. So essentially it gave you multiple assessments here that you can use, or similar questions also generated. So I'm going to go to publish. And now I'm basically committing to this being something that I'm willing to work with. And let's go ahead, and it lets you try it as a student. And you also have the assign feature. So let's start. And we'll have the auto start the quiz. So I'm going to copy this, quiz, put it in my browser, and this is what you would have your students do. And then start. Yo hablo. And then, which sentence correctly uses the verb vivir? Does go back through, and I'm going to end the quiz. So basically, there's some gamification here, and what some of the benefits are, and some of the flashcards, and also view flashcards that it's built for the game. So quizzes is a very cool tool. Students can very highly engaging, gives you data. So let's go back inside of the quiz. And back inside quizzes, I have now the data from the students and how well they did. And you can sort them by point score, their name, submission time, and other features. So quizzes is definitely a very cool, interactive way to create assessments aligned with standards, content areas, and a wide range of content areas as well, more than just world language. And it also tries to curate content within its basic interface.
Now let's talk about AI in the physical education classroom. Tired of the old PE activities? AI can help you create more dynamic and engaging lessons and help get your students excited about fitness. We'll take a look at tools that will help you create more dynamic, interactive fitness challenges for your students, help you utilize AI to create personalized fitness plans and recommendations, and help you track student progress. Let's talk about lesson planning and content creation with AI in the physical education classroom. Curipod can be used to help create presentations and lesson plans around physical education materials. Curipod has a wide range of resources and templates to help support this. It will help you create engaging quizzes and activities around the topics of health and wellness. Magic School AI can help you create focused lesson plans around different sports, fitness activities, health and wellness topics, and utilize health-related themes. Let's talk about assessment and grading with AI in the physical education classroom. The tool quizzes can be utilized to quickly create assessments around specific sports, physical activity, or health topics based on websites, other text, or materials collected from the web. AI-powered fitness trackers can be utilized to help students measure their physical activity, and the data can be used for assessments and other self-assessments. AI also empowers a tremendous amount of personalization and differentiation within the physical education classroom. There are a wide range of resources to help support you in developing lessons within physical education topics. The ability to personalize fitness goals with tools like ChatGPT or produce learning materials for AI in the physical education classroom. Lumen5 can be used to help create examples of how to complete a physical activity or an exercise and be generated from a prompt. A video of the exercise would be generated from a text prompt. Also, the field of physical education is moving tremendously quickly with the use of AI in a tremendous number of products. Let's take a deeper look at some of these products that include the power of AI to help enhance AI in the physical education.
Now I'd like to go into some physical education resources. Now with physical education resources, there aren't necessarily as many applications necessarily that are targeted for physical education in schools, but there are quite a few applications which are about tracking the body and other physical characteristics. So I'd like to go into that and also show you some of the technologies that are currently available. So one of the resources that I found related to this was from this website, PE Scholar, and they have an article on specifically the impact of artificial intelligence in physical education from Emma Evans back in March of 2024. And it's a great article. I think what makes it great is that it also has a list of tools and benefits of implementing AI into physical education. And so there's, some of those resources and the benefits and how to use certain tools like ChatGPT and Gemini. And at the bottom here, they do have some recommendations for some great PE specific tools we could use in our practice. They mentioned this play site, Coach's Eye, Zevic Sports, Sweatworks, Kinovea, and many of them are software that tracks movement. So, I'm going to take a look here at Sweatworks just to show you this website. And very dynamic site. And it's going through a revolution. It's time to make our real difference. It really matters. Make health and fitness more accessible to more people. We are industry leaders, game changers, and creative thinkers who are improving people's lives through relentless drive to surface forward-thinking opportunities and exceed expectations both in technology and wellness. So they have end-to-end services encompassing design, manufacturing, and long-term management with custom hardware. So they build hardware, technology hardware for tracking physical performance. Tablets and consoles. So they build wearables, they build hardware, they build technology that is implementing AI. Additionally, Coach's Eye is an example of one that is a tracking tool which lets you track your performance. This one specifically more aligned with tennis. Coach's Eye video analysis app helps a coach and student track, store it, instantly go over what's happening on a technical level. Record on any device, analyze with slow motion, playback, and illustration, and sharing immediately. And that's actually a free video app from the tennis techie. Did a post on that. So I think AI is a powerful area of investigation with technology, and they do speak to utilizing Gemini and some of the other chatbots around exploring different type of curriculum options with physical education, and how physical educators can embrace the use of technology. So I thought that was a great place to kind of start if you're interested in how to start to think about how to integrate AI as a physical education teacher with existing tools.
Talk about AI in the special education classroom. I want to introduce to you two very powerful tools that can help special education, that can help educators who work in special education help create more accessible and dynamic lessons and experiences for students. The first tool is CoGrade. CoGrade is used to help modify text of different levels quickly and easily from a very accessible web-based interface. It can modify text down to a wider range of learners and help you have more options when sharing different materials to different learners. The other set of resources I want to share are the accessibility resources from Microsoft. These resources are targeted around how you can better adapt the Windows operating system for a wide range of disabilities and accessibility needs. Additionally, Microsoft has made a dedicated effort at making its Copilot AI chatbot have features which support a wide range of accessibility. Now let me show you a short tutorial on both of these features and explore not only the CoGrade tool, but the wide range of options related and connected to Microsoft's accessibility tools on its website.
So the next tool I want to share is a tool called CoGrader. So let me go ahead and get into CoGrader. This tool is a great special education tool. It's called CoGrader. It's an AI reading level conversion tool. It's a free tool. One of the free tools on this website from CoGrader. They have additional other resources available, but not all are free. So just be mindful of that when you visit the website. They do have a wide range of tools, but they do have this AI reading level conversion tool. So for example, if I take this text from the Microsoft website on accessibility products, which is another great resource for special education, and I take this text right here, I copy that and I take it into CoGrader and I paste it in. I can then say 5th grade reading level. And I hit submit. It's now going to take that text and put it at 5th grade reading level, which can be great for taking content and adjusting it for learners who have different type to make their, just their learning and reading experience a little bit better if there is a lot of text that may be above their reading level. So often you'll see it is just more specific and makes the sentence shorter. The Inclusive Tech Lab is in our Redmond, Washington campus. The lab helps create designs that include everyone, especially people with disabilities, period. It gives our product designers a place to meet and learn from people in the disability community. So here, it was a little bit longer sentence with more breaks. You use terms with inclusive design, which may have been above the 5th grade reading level. So it's just a great little tool to help you quickly convert text. And that's CoGrader. Now, along the same line as so a very cool tool to use if you're modifying text for, special education students or any student actually. So an additional tool here is actually the Microsoft Accessible Products of Technology. So just a reminder that with all of their products, they do have accessibility features which go along with supporting students with all disabilities. Accessibility by disability, accessibility by product. So for example, they have features around Windows and increasing accessibility, Microsoft 365 and increasing accessibility Teams. So they have features here with Xbox, Visual Studio, all of their applications and how to improve, accessibility features for all types of learners. So just keep that in mind. Their AI chatbot. So here are the features of accessibility for 365 Copilot, and you can see that they have a social impact statement here, advancing inclusion internally. And if I take a step back, I can see the accessibility tools for Copilot. So just under that same section, this is just specifically for Copilot. So using Copilot prompt gallery with screen reader, Word with screen reader, the features of using the AI tool with additional accessibility features. So very helpful tools to help you support learners of all types who have issues with maybe reading or being able to see specific types of text at different sizes, or any disability at all. Microsoft is very supportive with their tools to help support those learners. So those are two great applications for accessibility and also modifying text for special education.
Now let's talk about AI in the music classroom. AI provides an amazing opportunity to create new types of experience for learners in the music classroom. In terms of lesson planning and content development, the tool Twee can help generate different types of resources to help to support the learning of music theory, ear training quizzes, and prompts for songwriting. Additionally, Magic School AI can help create different lesson plans around different composers, musical genres, and of course, a wide range of instruments. In terms of assessments, quizzes can be used to create amazing, authentic, on-the-go assessments to help students measure their understanding of music theory and their knowledge of music history or composers. Additionally, there are AI-powered music notation tools that can help analyze student music and provide feedback on rhythm, melody, and harmony. In terms of personalization, ChatGPT can also be used here. It can be used by the educator to help analyze a specific piece of music, provide a timeline based on a piece of text or other research, and in some cases be used to provide specific types of feedback or templates for feedback for students. Also, AI-powered music apps can help adapt to students' skill levels and provide personalized lesson feedback. In terms of content creation, Slides to Go has a number of templates available with music themes and also music elements included within the templates. And the tools Udio and Suno can help create original music. I'm now going to invite you to watch a tutorial on Udio and see me create an original piece of music using this very cool AI tool.
Okay, next for music, we're going to take a look at Udio. Udio is pretty cool. I'm going to go to Home, Udio. We're going to make a song about kittens marching in the military for TikTok. It's going to generate based on the description. It's thinking. My favorite part of this is the lyrics. Turn this up, make sure this is loud enough to hear. Ooh, tiny paws parade and furry soldiers. Here we go, getting ready. I have a couple of videos from the Shadows of Learning. Veiled lessons. If I hit create again, it starts to generate. You can add audio too. You can do custom, auto generate, instrumental. But it's interesting to hear the lyrics that Udio comes up with based on your prompts.
On the march to the beat, let's go. Human funds and camel, they're stealing the show. Car stepping rhythm, the energy grand. Dancing through the night, taking command. Marching to the left, it turning around. Get put on a mission with a TikTok sound. Thoughts raised high, fur flying free. Marching in style, it's the feline spree.
Now, in terms of credits, they give you an amount of daily credits, monthly credits, Udio credits. I get refreshed on February 19th. All right, let's hear Tiny Paws Parade. I'm going to add it.
AI in STEM, preparing students for the future. AI is transforming the world around us, and it's essential for STEM education to keep pace. This video is going to show you some of the amazing possibilities that are available with AI in STEM education. Whether it's interactive simulations, designing engaging STEM projects, and using AI to connect them with the world around them. And using AI to connect them with the real-world applications in science, technology, engineering, and math. Magic School has a question generator that utilizes YouTube videos. It can also generate assessments, quizzes, lesson plans, all utilizing STEM standards. EduAid can be used to uncover math and science lessons with amazing resources. And this is for all levels, primary, secondary, and even beyond. And the lesson seed feature lets you develop that lesson with your particular input and focus. Curipod can be used to create assessments, polls, word clouds, open-ended questions, and it also has an amazing drawing tool. In the area of assessment and grading in STEM areas, Conker AI can help create assessments and quizzes based on science topics. Teachers can choose what type of questions they want, and teachers can choose the specific types of questions they want to focus on. Also, quizzes is another amazing tool that allows you to create science, technology, engineering, or math questions from a wide variety of sources. And utilizing AI can tier those questions specifically to how you want them to be for the STEM areas. And the tool Yippity can be used to turn any web page into an assessment. And that assessment can be open-ended, multiple choice, and a wide variety of styles. Now let's talk about personalization with AI tools in the STEM areas. Utilize Brisk when conducting research for your teaching to help level the playing field with the proficiency of text and how you share it with your students. Consider how you can utilize ChatGPT to help scaffold instruction in STEM areas, determine where you want to start a lesson, how you want to build upon a lesson, and what's the sequence to help you get the maximum amount of every lesson. And also have measurable learning points within a lesson so that you understand how you're scaffolding your different layers of proficiency with reading, proficiency with common areas of assessment, and learn how you can scaffold a lesson and learn how you utilize ChatGPT to help you take your content that you plan on teaching and scaffold it for your instruction so that it's sequenced properly and you can have a strategy in the classroom. When it comes to content creation in the STEM areas, there's a few amazing AI tools that you can use. First of all, if you're looking for diverse templates, think about Slides to Go, who has a wide range of diverse templates across all subject areas, particularly those targeted at science, technology, engineering, and math. Additionally, think about how you can have text to video with a tool like Lumen5. It's an amazing tool that takes text and transforms it to video. Students can use AI-generated speakers to present topics. Now I'd like to show you a brief tutorial on how I utilize the tool Perplexity to help generate concepts and ideas in the STEM learning areas, and how I can use Perplexity to help generate a list of resources for a wide range of topics, specifically around science, technology, engineering, and math.
Let me give you a look at what Perplexity can do for you. Perplexity is essentially like any other chatbot or AI tool like ChatGPT or Copilot or Gemini. It essentially takes a prompt and uses a natural language learning model to produce results. The difference with Perplexity, which has kind of made it a popular tool, more popular tool, is that it does give you links. It scrapes the web for resources based on your prompts. So it's not 100% in terms of the newest, most relevant content, but it does do the job in terms of scraping for resources related to what you're trying to prompt for. So what I did here is I created a thread in Perplexity, which is essentially, entering into this window and then hitting, please identify 5 articles about STEM topics for my 9th grade students, and please give me a lesson idea, which brings those resources together. So what it then does is then produces these resources, links to these resources. I could technically show all of them here. And I could continue to select on them and choose to use them or remove them from my list. And it gave me an answer, that linked these resources based on my request for resources and articles. And then it also gave me the lesson plan idea with objectives, activities, research, discussion, design challenge, hands-on activities, extension. This lesson integrates various STEM disciplines and encourages creativity, critical thinking, and exposes students to real-world applications of STEM in space explorations. So Also, an additional prompt was, what are some engaging STEM activities for ninth graders? So I got a massive list here of resources to support different types of STEM activities. And how can I assess students was another prompt presented here. It gave me an idea for assessment. And of course, here we have some related prompts. And then I could say, what are the best tools for creating rubrics for STEM education? So here they're suggesting Magic School AI, which is another AI tool, 6 digital tools that help teachers create rubrics, and creating rubric tools in education. So it gave another list of Rubistar, Rubric Maker, Cypher, Learnin, Animated Project, and ChatGPT. So let's do one more prompt so you can see it. How do AI-powered rubric generators compare to traditional tools? Let's try that. And that's a fed. Now you can ask your own specific follow-up. I could say, like, are there more? Just a very generic, prompt, but as you can see, more rubric generators. So I just definitely think, like, when you're doing like open-ended research, it's very nice to get something that scrapes the web like this and is really powerful and saves your assessment. And also handy if you're going to be using another tool like Notebook LM, which I'll show you in just a moment. That's really powerful for basically taking notes and creating more of your own generated content.
Now let's talk about AI in coding and computer science. Specifically as it pertains to education, AI is playing a huge role in how computer science is being taught. It's now possible to have your own computer science tutor support you all along the way and help push your personalized learning with programming tutorials, with programming support in a wide variety of ways. It's important to understand that computer science education is more than just coding. AI is playing a larger and larger role in it every single day. And it's critical that students have a background in AI and how it impacts their learning and the technology that they use to have a well-grounded background in computer science and how the impact of AI impacts their learning and the future. We're going to do a review of some of the key essential tools to consider utilizing with computer science education and take a bit of a deeper dive into the impact of AI in computer science education. In the area of lesson planning and content, code.org's website is one of the most amazing out there. Content on how AI works is one of the best resources you can provide students. It offers videos and resources for learners in grades 6 through 12, and it introduces concepts to students in ways that they can understand. Basic vocabulary and principles of AI are covered within this curriculum, and these resources can be integrated into existing lesson plans to help lay the foundation for future learning. As a teacher, ChatGPT can be one of the most powerful tools to help you brainstorm ideas for your computer science education classroom. It can give you engaging ideas for content for your classroom, lesson ideas, how to assess students differently, how to create projects, build out projects, and develop a sequence to your instruction, which incorporates the standards and learning that you want students to have. It's up to you to begin building these lessons with the core skills and integrating new skills by utilizing the technology that allows you to do it the most effectively and efficiently. ChatGPT is an amazing tool to assist you in that process. It can also help give you code samples, provide sequences of how to solve specific programming, sequences on how to solve specific programming lessons, and also examples for students to practice. It's a very versatile tool, and it's up to you to utilize it in a way to meet the needs of a very dynamic lesson plan. Also, when teaching computer science, it's very important to teach complex topics in a more easy to understand way. You can utilize ChatGPT or other AI tools like Perplexity to help break down these concepts and make them easier to understand and put them within the vocabulary that the student can understand and then apply to their learning. In terms of assessment and grading, Also consider a tool like ChatGPT or Perplexity as a way to develop dynamic rubrics. Determine what types of areas you want to assess, build out rubrics for a wide range of assessment areas, and think about the tangible hands-on skills that you want students to be able to achieve with any computer science lesson. Think about how you can develop coding challenges and also develop answer keys to help support students who may be struggling with programming. Also, use these tools as a way to develop potential feedback response questions that you can ask students as they progress through their learning. Help push them through content, have dynamic conversations with them, providing prompts which encourage them to think about how they're working on a coding sequence, how they're working on a dynamic computer science project, and scaffold and build their learning. Now let's get into personalized learning in the computer science classroom with AI. You now have the power of creating personalized responses to programming sequences and lessons so that you can tier a student's understanding and proficiency with what they're learning. You can also find ways to provide more targeted feedback for students and give them examples to help build their learning up and individualize that learning as much as possible through your ability to tier your assessment to very specific needs. Utilizing a chatbot as a coach for your personal classroom instructional needs and how you design instruction is very powerful. And there are tools like Khan Academy, which has AI-powered resources built within its platform in case you want to give a more structured experience to students. Khan Academy helps develop personalized pathways specific to a student's learning path. Now let's talk about content creation for the computer science classroom with AI. Utilize an AI chatbot like Microsoft Copilot, ChatGPT, or Perplexity to develop creative programming games, develop stories that utilize and require students to solve sequential thinking or algorithmic problems, or problems that require solving problems that help develop a student's ability to think with an algorithm. Try to make the understanding of computer science more human by personalizing instruction in a way that they can adapt their learning to connect more with computer science concepts. Give students an opportunity to demonstrate their learning with a tool like Slides to Go and have them develop an AI-powered outline for a presentation on a programming concept that you want to drive home. So these are just a few tips on how you can utilize AI to help develop your process of content creation, personalization, assessment, and lesson planning in the computer science education classroom. But don't forget that teaching about AI and teaching with AI are two separate things. Including both is a very comprehensive way to teach, and you need to think about how you're going to not only support students with their understanding of AI and with the concepts and vocabulary like language models, machine learning, how you're going to introduce these concepts so students have an understanding, but at the same time utilize these tools in a productive way with them. Here are a few tips to help provide more interactive use of AI with students. Provide them with feedback targeted specific to their needs utilizing AI. Show students how AI can do data analysis and show them how data analysis with AI can work and what are some of the pros and cons of utilizing AI for data analysis. Give students examples of how AI is being used across different industries. Have them write reports, have them do presentations, have them do an investigation or even a long-term project on an industry that is quickly developing with AI. Utilize tools to help students understanding how AI is impacting image generation and image analysis. Look into tools like Google's Vision AI to help them explore what Google is bringing to the industry. Have students practice storytelling with the use of AI prompts and generating content using language models so they can better understand how language models work. Be sure to address the ethical concerns and potential biases of AI in the classroom. So I'm going to have you take a look at ChatGPT and show you how it can greatly impact the teaching of a programming sequence. In this case, it's JavaScript. and how I can utilize just a few simple prompts to help generate a sample project in which I can investigate and break down the code and better understand it utilizing a simple tool like ChatGPT.
Remember, the next thing I want to go into is showing how computer science can be supported with the use of ChatGPT. I think, it's important to understand computer science tools and troubleshooting and technology, and how technology can be used to help support the understanding of a concept, or even an abstract concept, or something that's sequential like programming, which needs to be broken out and understood in a wide variety of ways. I'm going to show you a little demonstration of how I've used ChatGPT to break out a better understanding of JavaScript. So let me get into it and show you. So here I am inside of ChatGPT, and this is the prompt that I used. Please provide a basic sample of JavaScript so that I can understand the basic syntax and how the language is structured. So what it provided me was, and I chose that prompt specifically because I wanted this basic example that breaks out the syntax of the language and the structure of the language so that someone could take the next step in learning it. And it gave me the example greeting based on the time of day. And remember, this allows me to copy the code, edit the code in Canvas, but it writes out a JavaScript function based on the current time of the user to determine a type of greeting to be used. It has the breakout of the key elements of JavaScript in terms of the comments, the variables, and in the example, it allows you to understand the variables and when you change them, what that could mean, what the functions are and what their role are in the program and the reusable code to define a function. And then there's also the breakout of the conditionals and their purpose in the program, the purpose of loops, objects, and also events in JavaScript, which interact with the HTML through clickable events. Now, this also gives an example of some of the JavaScript basics. And what I then did as a follow-up was, can you provide an opportunity to practice variables? So what it recommended then in terms of practice is working with variables to open the browser developer console and use Chrome, Control Shift and or Command Option J on Mac OS, and copy and paste the following code template into the console code editor. And what this does was it allows you to declare the variables, assign values to each variable, basically modify the code, and then create a new variable that combines a first and last name. So pretty cool. And then log the full name to the console. Declare a variable name, year of birth, and calculate it using the function that it has. So the cool thing about this is it breaks out, and I'll just rewind a little bit here. Based on the way I've asked these questions and getting a deeper understanding of the syntax and how it's used in programming, it's given me an example that I can modify. It's given me an example with definitions that I can use. It's given me an example that I can test and see how it works. And then it also allows me to give some practice, which is great. So those are all kind of the key components of beginning to learn a new language of any type. This could be done with any type of language inside of ChatGPT. And that gives me some tasks to practice, maybe modify the variables, experiment, add new variables, or create a new challenge. And then it also, if I wanted to, tells me exactly what the exercise gave me practice with, and if I wanted any additional. So, I think that's like an example of, just with this one example, you can learn a lot about a programming language to get started so that when you start to test, you're testing in an environment in which you have the functions and the variables, and it's giving you suggestions for supporting you with how to better understand the code. So I just think that's an example of how ChatGPT can be used to help support programming language and learning, and also used as a tool for answering questions and being more specific around the results. So that's an example of how to use ChatGPT for support with programming languages in a very basic way and breaking out the syntax of a language. with computer science resources, it's very important to kind of have resources which are manipulative, and you can kind of modify the results and test and practice so that you can best understand the concepts that are presented.
Remember to carefully evaluate AI tools you use in the classroom and the tools you use personally. And be sure they align with your teaching goals and your classroom teaching objectives. Always vet tools for data privacy and understand what type of data they are sharing. And be sure to understand which tools are appropriate for teachers to use and which ones students can use. And also make sure that when you're utilizing a tool and you get a product or an outcome, that you then take that product or outcome and you make it your own. You edit it, you update it, you give it a new context. You find a way to make it your own and don't rely on the AI to speak for you. These are all very important, essential ideas when thinking about integrating AI into your classroom. Support them in keeping their minds engaged around the emerging trends in technology with AI. Explore new tools yourself and share them when you think they're appropriate. Explain and be the person who explains that AI is just augmenting the human experience. Be able to explain how AI is augmenting human capability and human experience. Also, stay up to date on relevant professional development for your own learning related to AI as an educator and as a human. And be sure that you continue to do research into the field so that you can stay ahead of the topic, as you're going to be asked multiple questions as you work with students at utilizing it effectively. Think deeply and carefully around the impact of AI in computer science education. Collaborate with other teachers around the tools they use and how effectively those tools are being used. Think about how you can effectively prepare students for an AI-driven world. And be sure that you teach students how to evaluate these tools appropriately for effectiveness, bias, ethics, and data privacy on a continual basis. And you teach students how they can do that on their own.